Happy New Year. I hope you're having a good day. Rob and I went out to breakfast. This is going to be our new tradition. We did it last year. We did it this year. We want to continue it. We went out to Green Valley Grill. We need to give a shout out to Green Valley Grill and their rustic French toast. Oh my God.
So good, so good.
In my 50 some years that I've been walking this earth, I have never had that type of French toast. It was the best I've ever had.
It was great.
It was delicious. We wanted to give a shout out to when we walked into the Green Valley Grill, we had somebody that follows the Blended Nest come up and say hello. And that was so nice. We love meeting people that follow us here at the Blended Nest, don't we?
She was so nice.
She was very nice.
If you're listening, just hope you have a blessed 2026.
Absolutely. On today's agenda here at the Blended Nest, we're starting out the day with breakfast, and then we're at the Antique Mall here in Greensboro. Then this afternoon, we're going to play indoor tennis with the people that we spent New Year's Eve with last night. We went to their house, and it was absolutely amazing. Again, Glenn, his food is just amazing. So we need a little exercise, and I need to drink a bunch of water because Green Valley Grill's coffee is so good, and I always overdo it. And now I've got the case of the shakes. I wanted to show you this. I really want to find these. You rarely see these anywhere. This is not as old as what a lot of them are because this was made by a company, but they're running $125 for this. I really need to find some of these in the wild. These bowls are cute. That's not terrible for that. It's $25. Not terrible. I saw this one over here. Let's go see what this one is. What is that? $55. Do you remember what happened the last time I was here? Jeez. I walked out crying because I accidentally broke something. I told Rob that story as we were pulling in. I said, oh my gosh, I haven't been here since I ruined something. I was trying to look at something behind something, and like a dum-dum, I didn't pull out the thing in the front. I just tried to go around it and smash the thing in the front. I tried to pay for it. The lady wouldn't let me. What did you find? I think I might need that. I think I might need, well, both. Okay, I haven't seen these in the wild in a long time. Look. Butter pads. $23 for one. What? 15. Holy smokes. I have a bunch of money sitting in the boxes in the attic. And actually, that is on my list of things to do, is to make a little shelving thing for all the butter pats that I inherited from my mom. I know exactly where it's going to go, but that is on my list of things to do this month.
Hey, we just walked through here and I saw this rack of pipes, and all of a sudden I said, you know, my dad and my uncle ran a company, a smoking pipe company, cigar company for 45 years. And the name was Savinelli. That's the family in Italy. They ran all of North America distribution. And I see 2 or 3 Savinelli pipes. It's crazy.
You haven't seen these have you ever seen these in wild?
No, not if it wasn't in a smoke shop.
That is crazy. I'm back in the same spot where the accident happened last time I was here. And they still have the same picture. Rob's going to show us how it's done. You take that down first, and then you look at the price. It's $45. That is the picture. I think that's pretty. But is it worth $45?
Yes.
We just saw this beauty, and we need one above
In
the dining room table. Because I am picky, see how around each candle there are only 4 crystals? I like it to be fuller. And Rob doesn't really care, do you?
I think we need to pull the string.
In all honesty, that is a really good price for that.
That's a great price.
It really is. And it's got all of the crystals, except it doesn't have the little dangly thing in the middle. And some of them, I think, yeah, that one has a hole there. So that one would need the dingle dangle. But it is pretty, and it's big enough that it would look really good above a table. And it has the cap thing at the top. What should we do? I wanted to show you what I picked up at the antique mall. This had been there the last time I was there. And I didn't buy it, but they marked it down and I had to get it because I love the pattern. I started collecting this pattern earlier this year, and I have 1, 2, 3. So this is the fourth thing. Let me show you. This is the pattern that I started buying earlier this year. This is still made by Watts, by the Apple Bowl company. But I just love this pattern. It's a little more neutral and it comes with a lid. It was marked down to $32, which is really good. And then I picked this little guy up for $10. Hold on. Oh my gosh. There we go. I started collecting these after my mom passed away because I inherited a lot of them. And I love this spongeware, and let me show you my collection of those. My mom had a rather large custard cup collection, so I grabbed some of hers, and here are just a few of the ones I grabbed. And then I found this one earlier this year. This is one of my faves. How much did I pay for this? I think she came down to $12 on this, which those are so stinking cute. And I found this one too. That's a little one. But then over here, I have the spongeware stuff going on. I also have a custard cup. I think that came from my mom's collection too. But then this one fits right in there. And there are some more. I think these are custard cups. Yeah, they are. Yeah. I'll have to fit this guy in here somewhere. While I'm showing you the collection from my mom, I also grabbed these. These are just little ones. She had a ton of them in all different colors. I don't think that's one of those. Hold on. Give me a second. I think. Yeah, I don't think these are custard. I think these are more, maybe they are. I don't know. But yeah, these are just more that I have. So this is the pattern that I picked up earlier this year. I got this at the 127 garage sale. And then I got this at the Blue Octopus, I think. That's an antique store about 30 minutes away. And I have a big platter too. It's probably a 12-inch across platter. I can't get it in here. I wish I could. And then I'm going to put the other one in here somewhere. I might have to stack some more bowls. Quickly before we go to tennis, but I wanted to tell you that I did a little bit of research on the cabinet, the one that we just picked up with all of the details. So it is insane what ChatGTP shared with me. I put in a picture of the cabinet, and I also put a picture of the writing on the bottom, and I asked ChatGTP to give me more information about the cabinet. And It is crazy. ChatGTP thinks that that cabinet was made in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Of all the places, Rob and I lived in Decor, which is 20 minutes away from Fort Wayne. The reason why it thinks that it was made there is because of the detail on the cabinet. It said that back in the 1880s, 1890s, those types of details were made by cabinet manufacturers there. It also told me that the writing, which is on, it's on the bottom of the top of the cabinet. The cabinet's in two pieces. So if you take the top and lay it like this, it's written on the bottom. That is written in charcoal. And it was most likely written by the people in Fort Wayne that were sending it to Iowa. And it's dating it to 1890. I just cannot believe that. And they think that the O&M was a furniture company in Iowa. They tried to search through the records and they can't. I call ChatGTP Chad. He's like my friend. I need to contact a historical society in Iowa to see if they have any information about the cabinet. Oh, I did a little more. So this was like 12:30 midnight this morning. And I was trying to see if there were any more identifiable markings. And there is. I opened up the cabinet and it's on, if you open up the doors on the bottom, there's a piece of wood that runs between the drawers. There's a stamp. And I gave that to ChatGTP and I asked them to identify that. That is the marking, like the style number of the cabinet. Why I need to contact the Historical Society is because I want to find out the manufacturer of the cabinet, and because what ChatGTP was telling me is that it's worth way more than what we paid for it. And if it is, I want to make sure that if we need to insure it, we have the correct amount for insurance. But also I want to find out about it because I've never had anything like this. It was also saying with all those marks and the charcoal markings that it's worth way more because it has, like, we know where it came from and where it went. And finally, I took a picture of the cast iron casters. It has all 4 original casters. Those are, I put that into ChatGTP and it said that those were the original. They're porcelain and they're a certain type of cast iron. And again, ChatGTP made me feel good by saying that again makes it more of a special piece because it has all of the original everything. So tomorrow or the next day, but maybe on Monday I will start doing a little bit of research on that. Just so I know where that beauty came from. In the Walmart to pick up a few things, and I thought I would share these super cute pajamas with you. These come in a set. They've got elastic at the top. They have pockets and the wide legs at the bottom. This is super cute with the polka dots. They have this one with the kisses. Ones that say I love you on them. Hearts. And then this one is my favorite. Look at this. It has little ladybugs. They are so stinking cute.